Whether it's workplace or show, with a gift for me and me for you, we'll muddle through whatever we do together, wherever we go. Find someone to buy my love. The name of the song is Camelot.
Here's an old Chris Craft pulling out there, Rich. Get a picture of that. Oh, no, over here. Right ahead. Look. It's right over there. It's got a good finish, but the color's all wrong on it. Ought to buy that baby and make some money on it. And we're just driving down Spring Lake Road. Okay, push the red button to stop. Bank, where you did the banking, was over to the left. Yeah, some of those houses. A lot of trees, Spring Lake. A lot of old people too. And this is the drive, made 1,000 times a year. And we come up here to this road and we turn left by the Pickle Barrel store, and then some old houses there. Good old Spring Lake. Here's a gas station where we got gas a lot of times. And up to the stoplight or the yellow light, we're going to turn on here and go down to Petty's Bayou, just past the Pickle Barrel. This is Fruitport Road here. We're turning left on. A lot of traffic today. The Coast Guard Festival's on their full way, and we're going to go down here. It's a pretty drive, tree-covered drive, and always been a pretty drive through here in the summer. Going by the cemetery. And over here on the right, coming up, not too far to the right, is the Spring Lake Country Club. And they're playing golf out there. Okay, Rich, straight ahead here. You can see the club, Spring Lake Country Club, tile roof. Over to the left, look out the front windshield now, Rich. And you get the lake. There's the beginning of Spring Lake there. We're driving around this whole bend. And they redid these some condominiums on the left here, and there's some little boat dock and such. Shoot to the left here, Rich. You can see the Spring Lake out there. Yeah, that's good. Now we go over this bridge here, right ahead. There's always 4 or 5 black old ladies fishing with an old fishing pole right here to the left. Off the left. God dang. They never know if they catch anything, but they're always there. They're having a good time. And now we're driving down towards Fruitport Road. Here's the, you can see the sidewalk, or not the bike walk, that was somebody we know was very instrumental in putting in this bike walk. And they put it around the trees. They did a beautiful job. You can ride your bike or walk in there, and I think it's added value to all the property here. And it's people here on the road have their own sign out there, and it's always been a nice drive through here. almost there. And we were making the trip from Myers, Thrifty Acres, which is a very common trip in this family. And we're getting ready to turn down the infamous driveway. And there's a sign here on the left that we'll pull in. And Rich will take a picture of this sign. And then this is the drive right here. Okay, click it off. Okay, this is the drive to the house. It's a pretty drive. This road's been rebuilt a lot of times by dragging it behind the tractor. And you always have to do a little bit of work to keep this baby smooth. And there goes a couple people walking across the way there. Grandma and Grandpa at the very end. But it looks like a private resort in here. Well, this is one of the attractions that...
That thing doesn't work. It's not working.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's flashing.
Everybody wave.
I guess we could all have voice on it too.
You went out for breakfast.
Not everything.
Then went to
Well, I guess we could hold hands and sing Old Acquaintance. That's good. All right. All right.
Where's Richie?
Richie!
Richie? This is all I'm doing.
Okay. Give us a tour.
Well, this is the place that we've had for about 14 years that we discovered accidentally in driving by. And my son and I discussed it. We decided to call it Winter Harbor because it was in the winter time when we found it. And it was a harbor for us, and has been for the last 14 years. We have about a little over 3 acres here, with a water frontage of about 248 feet. It's well landscaped. It's been a lovely place to live. We have nice neighbors. It's very peaceful and quiet, and it's just almost a perfect place for an older couple like us. If you'll look back through here, you'll see a lot of trees, vegetation. We go back there over 300 feet. It's well landscape back there, and it's very private. These little bird baths there for give the birds a drink. We have almost every species of bird in this area that are at our feeders. We have rabbits, we have coons. We have a family of coons that come up every night to eat. We put all of our edible garbage in a little pan called the coon pan. And they love to come up and eat that, and we watch them with flashlights after dark. And somebody might say, well, who mows the grass? Since this is a large place. Well, we mow the grass ourselves. We have a gang mower with a tractor, and I can do this whole thing in less than an hour while I ride along about 5 miles an hour on the tractor and listen to stereo if you want to. So it makes it a pretty nice deal. You can see back through here, we go all the way. There's a ravine on the other side of those trees. We go that far back. And of course this is just a privacy fence here of trees. We have over 300 blue spruce trees on this land, and a jillion oak trees, some of which are probably 100 years old. And that does present sort of a problem getting the leaves up, but we have a gigantic leaf blower that will take these leaves up in a few days. We blow them into a pile and we throw them over the ravine. But you can see it's, in fact, look over to your right, you'll see a tree. That's the size trees we have. It went down last week, and we had to have it cut down, and it'll be cut up for firewood. A lot of people here in Michigan will take a tree down just for the firewood, although this was a commercial takedown in this case. We can walk on around. You see that swing set? You probably will never see a swing set that on size again on a private residence, because they just don't make them that way anymore. What happened here? Oh, that's where the truck came in. My grandson's here now, and he put that rope up there, so we'll have to cut that down. But he was going to be a little Peter Pan, I think, was swinging on that. I think he had a little fun. Over here we have a blackberry patch. We get some blackberries off of it, and they're good eating. They make real good pies. This is an old cement mixer. It may look like the devil, but it still works. My son and I did 16 sections of sidewalk at his home in Beverly Hills, Michigan, one time with that unit. It holds about 3/4 of a yard of gravel and cement. And it's really a handy thing to have, and we think one of our neighbors will take that now that we're moving. Back 14, 15, and I'll keep all my tools in there, my tractors in there, and here's my cart that I haul stuff in. It's an old antique cart, but I put rubber tires on it and wheel bearings so that I could go around the yard without making big ruts in the grass. It works great. So you see the ravine in behind there. That's usually covered with greenery all year, and even we have a lot of ferns. If you come down here, I'll show you some of the ferns that you can take them and transplant them up around your flower bed if you like, which makes it a good deal. If you look stand over this way, you'll see something growing over there on the ravine, and they don't require much sun. This ravine runs right on down to Spring Lake, and it's a natural drainage, and I've even seen deer walking through this thing. In fact, I had a deer in the front yard one day about 2 weeks ago, and I tried to call it, but it wouldn't come over. This is my grandson, Richie. He's from California. He's my youngest son, John's boy, and he is a quiet little fella. He's been taking tennis lessons here in Spring Lake, and he's learned to hit the ball pretty good for his age. And we're very proud of him. He's a real smart little boy. Don't throw the wood away. You just stack it between trees, makes a natural holder for it, and it ages. And when you need wood, you come out and get some and take it up by the house and use it, which makes it convenient. House from the side. We get a new car every year from Chrysler lease car at a real good rate. So this year we picked a Dynasty. We'll probably get another one next year. But this house is not a new house. It's just been remodeled and remodeled over and over. And it has a lot of charm about it. And the man that just bought it from us, I think, is planning even further remodeling. He told me he's going to add another kitchen and redo a lot of rooms. Probably spend $150,000 or more on it to make it suit his requirements. He's also going to, which is almost like a park when it's running. We've seen water shoot as high as 40 feet in the air when you take a head off a sprinkler. It takes a lot of pressure, but we draw the water out of the lake, and it's all free, so there's no expense associated other than just electricity to run the pump. This is a garage apartment. It's a 3-car garage, and the apartment is the most charming on top. You always rented that out to a young lady or a young man, only one person, so we wouldn't have but one car here. Yeah. Yeah, he's over there. And it's a nice apartment. It overlooks the pool, and the pool is a neat place. I'll let the tenant, whoever lives there, use the pool. And I've never had a problem with anyone. Concrete pool. It's 20 by 40, made by Garver. It's one of the best pool manufacturers around. It has steps going down. It has a walk around 3 feet all the way around, so small children can stand at the edge without having to tread water. And we see a volleyball net. We play volleyball in it. And it's a lot of fun to have, even though sometimes people say, well, it's too much work. But it really isn't that much work if you once learn how to handle a pool. It also has a heater We have a heater that'll heat it up 1 degree an hour, 275,000 BTU. The pool holds 33,000 gallons of water. But the cost of filling it up with city water, you'll believe this, is about $22. One time a year we fill it up. Then we have to doctor it a little bit, and it lasts all year. Get Richie. As Richie playing, this cat you're looking at is we got him when Richie was a little boy. He's about 8 years old now. They wanted some kittens, and I went out and got 2. And that cat left for 3 years and came back. And now he wants to fish every morning. I have to go down to the dock and catch him a fish. And he leaves after he gets his fish and doesn't come back until the next day. However, today I haven't caught any fish, so you see he's here. But he really likes people now. He used to be pretty wild, but he's getting more gentle now than he was. But he's a good cat. Apartment where it's rather unique. It's real cute and kind of quaint. It's old, but it's quaint. Okay. Let me move in. There's the stairway. As you see, it has red carpet. I took that out of a bedroom upstairs and put it in here years ago, and a lot of the girls laughed about a red carpet. You know how that is. But this lady we have is very nice. She takes good care of the place. She's been here 3 years, and I've never raised the rent in 3 years because she's so good. So we'll take a look at the apartment. We walk in first, give you a shot of the kitchen here. It's the compact apartment. It's ideal for one single person. That's all I've ever rented it to. And you can see it's really, he keeps it pretty nice. This is the dining room over here. I don't know whether you can see too much from there or not. Yeah. Look at this window treatment in the built-in. It's nice. They have the hutch there to put in your put your glasses and things on. You can actually see the lake from here, but not as well as you can from the front living room. How does that light work? Oh, here. It's real neat. I really like this apartment. You know, you can live here very happily. Okay, this is the living room. As you see, it's small, but it's compact. And there's the view of the lake from here through this window. I can pull it back. You can see the lake and the pool. You're right over the pool. It's quite cool up here because you get a nice breeze off the lake at night, and you really don't need air conditioning here. So that makes it nice. And this is her stuff. We furnished the apartment for a long time, and still some of this belongs to us. But we wanted the person to be happy here, so we tried to make it not look skimpy. This is the bedroom right here. It has a nice, it's small, but it's okay. It has a nice closet. And then we have the bath over here, which is rather unique. This is one of a kind. You see this, all these built in. Then it has an old-fashioned tub and a pedestal sink and a shower curtain that pulls around. And it's very private up here, very quiet, so that's why she likes it so much. Junkie, huh? Oh, I got to turn the phone on. Wait a minute, I got to turn the phone on. That pool is easy to operate. That heater there. Yes. Now let's take a look. We'll walk around. By the way, we wanted to take a shot of the lake going across, and then get some idea of the houses around and the size of the boats around here, and so forth. This lake runs into Lake Michigan, and we used to keep the sailboat down to the dock, as well as the powerboat. And we could go out to Lake Michigan and sail around, and it was real nice. It was a lot of fun. But we sold that. So now all we have is just a power boat, a little boat. Right now.
Going down there.
See, he follows me down. He leads the way. He'll stop and scratch his paws on a tree right here, just about a minute. You'll notice this is the sidewalk going down to the lake. You don't have a steep stairway like a lot of them do around here. It's just brick, concrete brick combination, which makes a nice deal. It's very well landscaped, as you can see, with all this ground cover. And then I have this private road here that we use, which is why I take my tractor down to mow the lower area. And we put all those rocks in there recently, and it looks nice. It gives a little break from the ravine. Watch this cat. He'll usually grab a tree or that bush there. What? What? You want to fish? Go ahead and scratch. Go ahead. Okay. What? You want to fish? Okay. Come on. Give me a treatment. Give me a treatment. Oh, good. You give me a treatment. All right. Very good. Let's go. You take a look back up this road. Get an idea how that concrete makes a nice break on the road. We had a big rain, washed it out. So I have a naturally drag the road with, and I'll straighten all that up before I leave. It'll look nice. Then we have this section down here. We have two wells here. We don't use them. We're now in city water. This is a well house. That's what that is. And this is the second terrace, as you see, and it goes down. There's the sprinkler heads here. And that old well house, I used to have to fight that in the wintertime because of the cold weather. But thank goodness we're on city water. We don't need it. But the water quality is very good here when we had the well. But we don't miss them because the water pressure is good and consistent now. All right, we're going to go get one. Take 5. Well, yeah, we're showing something. Huh? All right. This little meditation bench is for just sitting down for a while, I guess, over here like this. When you get tired coming down or coming up, or you just want to sit here. I'm sure it was built way back, but you can look at the condition of it. This concrete looks like it's 40 or 50 years old. But this house is quite old too. Our abstract shows it going back to 1836. But I don't know when the house was built. But when this was settled through here, this was probably part of a grant from the Army. I remember that a guy named Ferrysburg, Colonel Ferry, was the one that had all this property, and he later split it up and sold it all. Okay, come on. All right. This is a pump house for the sprinkler system. We have a line that runs from this pump house down to the lake, and then have a plastic line under that to a big box with big rocks in it, small rocks in it, which filters the water out so you don't get a lot of junk through your sprinkler head. Works out good. This is another bench here to sit down and relax on if you want to watch the boats go by. These boats over here belong to my next door neighbor, Emily and Ray Felix. They're nice neighbors, and she's a doctor of nursing, and he is a manufacturer's man. This is the lower section here, which could be used for putting green. I need to mow it today while the grass is dry, but I mow all this, and I mow that over there. Look at that, Mary's mowing over there now. But I mow this lower section for my neighbors because it's much easier for me than for them to push. And he's been real good a neighbor to me, and vice versa, I think. Over here is our seawall. This is a metal seawall that runs the entire length of our frontage. That goes down 9 feet under the water line and sits up to the ground level. The water line at the seawall is 5 feet deep, and at the end of the dock it's 12 feet deep. We're very fortunate in having that kind of water depth, so we don't have to worry about dredging or anything like a lot of people do here. Last year, we had a terrible ice storm, and it took all my seawall out in this section. And we're waiting for that dredge you see over there on that big crane. That guy's going to come over here and pull that back and backfill it with dirt and put sod in it, and it'll be beautiful just like this is from then on. It'll stay that way. What happened here, you see our tiebacks broke loose. The ice got it. Broke these tiebacks. We had to put temporaries in here. Those cables are just suspended there primarily to keep the wall from falling any further. But when it's finished, it'll be straight right across here, as you see, and look real pretty again. This is the boat we call the Queen. The reason it's the Queen is the only one I guess we have. We've had that boat for over 25 years. It's been very serviceable all this time, and given us a lot of pleasure. It has a four-cylinder Chevrolet Chevy 2 engine, and I piggybacked that little 5-horse motor in case we're out on Lake Michigan and we have any problems, we can get home. Luckily, we have only had to use that once since we've lived here. So the motors have been pretty dependable on the boat. And this dock here is about 60 feet long, 5 feet wide, and it needs a little attention, but since we're moving, we won't be doing it, but the next guy will. As you get down here, we'll get a shot of the front of the house from the end of the pier, which will be give you a better view of what this place is like. That boat sleeps 2 people, by the way. Has a head in the middle, and it has a little stove that pulls down. So we've slept on it all around Michigan and cooked on it, done everything with it. It's been a real credit to have it around. Now we'll turn around and take a look at the house here. As you can see, this cottage over here on the left used to be the guest house for this house years ago. And the owner at that time sold it off to a doctor who remodeled it and put on that frontage you see there. So there's our house up there. It gives you a good picturesque view of it and how it's really a comfortable house. We have 4 bedrooms, and that's ample. We have just about all the rooms you can want, really. And let's see what else. Oh, here's our canoe here. My son John and I use that to hunt ducks with. Right up here, about 4 miles, is the best duck hunting you can get. He hopes to get. We go out there in that canoe, even with breaking ice, crossing the channel to get into the marshes. We've had a lot of fun doing that. Now, I guess that's pretty well covered what you can see here at Spring Lake. You almost have to live here to really enjoy it. Just talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Get her.
Anyhow, that's our life story here. Would you like to say hello to Abe that just walked in? No. Okay.
Who's it?
Carolyn. Here.
Hello.
Don't talk too long.
How y'all doing? Oh, we're doing great. Boy, wish you guys were here. We're about to wind this up. We got Richard and, well, I don't know about that. We had a we didn't want to have to go too far down, or we would never like Las Vegas. And if we just leave it like we're doing, well, if we don't like it, we can leave it out and kill. But I had to keep enough furniture something, you know. We can't go out and buy junk and turn around and buy some. So I think that's right. Yeah, we're going to close this house on the 1st of August, and today's 11th. Yeah, one man told me on the plane, you never sell a house with 30 days possession. He said, unless you already got a place, you're already in there, because he said it puts too much pressure on you.
Not true. That ain't true.
Huh? Yeah, I told him that. Well, I could have had it all today.